Hello. Hey, welcome back. We'll go to continue making the vision work. Vision. So, what do we do? Okay, so yesterday I tried to find a minimum position for the player, collision, shape, and then the maximum stuff, so that we can find exact indices of the grids that we will have to work with, grid cells. We check if these numbers are not how do we say this? This is if there are not okay number, like if the J and K, they shouldn't, these are indices, so they shouldn't be lower than 0, and they shouldn't be more than the maximum numbers that we have. We skip those situations. This is just in case, so that we don't have the error. I mean, sometimes it's good to have this error because we can just fix the map, shape of the map. I guess for debugging, this is good to be commented, I guess. But for now, I'm gonna just let it be. And then we have the grid, and then we loop through all the platforms in one grid cell. We get the PID. We basically have the platform ID or platform index in the WMap platforms list, and then we just access that thing. We first check if the vision step ID is exactly the vision step ID of this vision. Then basically we are checking if we have already checked this platform. Like we don't have to have multiple rays to corners of the same platform, so we shouldn't have that kind of repetition. And next we get the corners of this platform with this getCorner function. We append all these corners to this array list, and we update the vision step ID. It's just that so whenever this function is called, we have to increase vision step ID. Here, the vision step ID plus equal to 1, so that we have always a unique one when starting this vision update. Cool. What's next is, okay, so how do we continue? Okay, I'm gonna add a comment here for later. We don't have to, we do not have to have all corners because there will be at least on most 2 corners that are not visible even when we have not considered other platforms. Okay, I will have to change that get corner function to respect this description basically later. Okay, now that we have this corners array list, there is one thing that I want to do is that I want to first draw a line to these corners just in case. So how do we do that? We come out of this while, and here I'm going to put 4 corners the items, and then corner rl.draw line, and then okay, so what does corner have? The corner has a position, and then there is a player position. So player position would be v.g.player.position 0, and then oh yeah, okay, corner, it's not this one exactly, the position, and then corner position 0, yeah, and then I will put the color yellow again, I guess. I'm gonna try with orange. Let's try with orange. That should be okay for now. There is only one thing that I need to do here, that is, okay, so the collision thing, we don't have to really care about here. So I'm not going to call process. Here I'm going to comment. And then what I need to do, I have inputs. I will run a g.test test inputs. So I'm going to just put the test function here. I'm going to remove it later. What it does is to move the player test input game. What it does, if g.inputs.write dot player dot position x, that else if it is left, do that. I'm gonna put the value const. Is it f32? I think yes. Delta f32 equal to 3. delta, yep. And then I want to do, if it's up, exactly. This is also 1. This one is 0. And this one is also 0. Okay, this is just for testing. For vision is easier. I want to have the player like going around much more easier, so that we could see how the vision works and stuff. I will do Zig build. It will take a few minutes, I guess. Okay, there's some errors to fix. Oh, okay, I think I was trying to check something and I made a mistake here. Okay. Made it. Oh, it's... is there... It's in the vision. Draw line V. I have to call the function to the to RL vector. To RL vector. Yep. Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's there. Sorry. Okay. Okay, it draws the lines and it's okay. It's just There are a couple of things to fix. Ooh, there is leak. Where is the leak? It's the corners. Opacity. See that allocator. Is it free? I should free C. Wow, okay. I should free C. Okay. I see what you mean. Okay, so in game.zig, I need here the test controls that I have. Up and down. So down is plus and up is minus. And okay, here in run, so did player vision. I see, okay. Hi, if you need to make a map for this, what would you use? I mean, I have not, I don't have a need for it for now, so I haven't really decided. You mean like which application like I'm gonna use for making the map for this game? Is it what you mean, or? So for making the map, I am actually not a professional, but what I've seen, there are some applications that they use. So, for example, you have to first design the tiles, like necessary tiles that you need. And for that, they use there is this thing called application called Aspire. Is it Aspire? Something like this. And then let me show it on. Let me, if I can find it for you. Okay, let's go back to Vivaldi. Gives you the array output. It doesn't give you the array output. So the maps are like, you will have to have, so I don't know how to say it. It's like the tiling thing. You can create the whole map together and then load it entirely into your code. It's like that. And then to design each one of the tiles, there is this one which is not free, and then there is another one that is free that I have here. Actually, I don't remember what was the name. Let me. Where did I put this thing? Pixelorama. Okay, this is not for free. Aspire is not free, but there is this Pixelorama. Pixelorama. It's also in each.io. There's this Pixelorama, and then these are the tools. By the way, if you want, you can, yeah, Asprit, something like this. I don't exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's written like that. I can actually put the thing inside the chat. If it goes. And then, yeah, I will also put them in the Discord. By the way, if you want, you can join the Discord channel. And then there is a bunch of other ones, like there are these two links, and then there is another one which is called, yeah, I mean, these are the two ones that if you want to do pixel art, if you want to do, yeah, I wanted to say like there are different types of applications for different tasks. So these are for pixel art, and then if you want vector art, then they use different applications that I don't really know as much. So, like there is ink, what is it called? Inks, something like this. I don't remember the application. I don't remember. Yeah, the name I don't remember actually, but it's an application for vector art. Yeah, Ink Escape. Yeah, thank you. Ink. Escape. Yeah. There is this thing for vector art. If you want to do vector art, it depends on your what type of game you do. And then entire placing of the things, there are multiple applications for that as well. There is tiled. This app that you can also, this one is for free, I think. You can have it for free at least. Let me bring the tiled here. There's tiled flexible level editor. But you would have to watch a little bit of I don't know, tutorial how to use it. It's a little bit, yeah, there is some learning curve for being able to use these applications, because you can do pretty crazy stuff with them. Like you can go so far to design the whole level. And then there is another one. This is one of them, and then there is another one. I will put all of these links to into Discord, by the way. Again, there is another one which is called TD no L LTDK, something like this. Yes, LDDK. This one is also used. You can use any one that you really like, you enjoy. It's your choice. Pixel and vector. I am not sure about the vector art, and honestly, I have absolutely no idea. Even for pixel art, I am not sure like what are the specific tools that you can use. Like there's a lot of tools out there that you can use them, but these are the ones that I know. Like, and they are generally for pixel art, as far as I know. For vector art, that's a different path. I think if you search into YouTube, there should be somebody explaining, okay, what are the interesting tools that you can use for vector art and stuff. Oh, by the way, I should open Discord somehow, somewhere, but I will do it later. What's happening with this? This should show Z, right? Okay, sorry. Looks also vector, okay. I mean, if they also support vector art and stuff, I don't think there should be major differences there. I mean, honestly, even if you're doing vector art, the tile system, like each tile could look different. Like but then to put them around each other, that's like it's like you're creating, maybe even if you're creating different rules for how to put the tiles around each other, you can create that rule inside the LDTK or tiled. So I don't think there should be a problem with this too. You should be able to create your own level. But then uh, the major issue would be that you would have to, so when you live, you would have to find a way to load these things into your project. And then there are different tools for that as well, but it depends on your engine. Like if you're using Godot, for example, there are some free tools there that allow you to load, for example, tiled maps that you have created in tiled application. And I think there should be one for LDTK as well. And you can even define their collision shapes and stuff inside LDTK or tiled, and then you can load it inside Godot. So there are tools to help you out with these things, but I'm just discovering them right now. I don't know as much to be able to explain all the details. So if I go back, okay, I wanted to add Discord. Okay, in the Discord channel, I'm just gonna put the links there. In Discord server, of course, there is a channel there for game dev. I'm gonna put them there, I guess. Okay, to the just a second, I will copy paste all these links. Yep. Well, I will have to upload it later. Yeah, it doesn't work now. Anyway. Let's go back to the code. So there are some corners, and then what do I do now? Okay, I want to be able to move this draw thing inside the other function, function draw. But I don't want to pass the corners there. So how does raycasting works? We gather all the corners that we want to, but then yeah, we gather all the corners that we have to do raycasting for, and then we send the ray to them. We cast a ray to them, and we try to find the first thing that makes a collision with this ray. It could be the corner itself. Then, in that case, nothing is blocking them. If it's not the corner itself, then we will have another hit point there. And then in the next step, we will have to make them sorted by angle. And then finally draw the polygon that we acquire. And that should be the vision of the player in general. Hi, how are you doing? One True Blue. Yeah, and so how do we proceed? So the first thing is that we have to consider only parts of the platform that are inside the vision of the player. So we don't want to do, let's do, how do we do that? Here is the player position. That's the minimum position, maximum position of the player. That's okay. Okay. Okay, here in the corners, when we try to find, yeah, when we add the corners, like top left, top right. So How do we fix this thing? Here we have to consider the player FOV. So player has some kind of a FOV, field of view. And here we are drawing, we are considering all the corners of the platform, but we should only consider those parts of the platform that the player is able to see. To do that, we have to so for example, for top left, it should be between okay, I can do const left, and then this is minimum of p dot position 0, and okay, what is p here? I forgot. P is the platform, okay, and then v dot g dot player dot position 0, and then if you do minus g dot player dot visioner. So that should be left. We need two more. There is the right one, which is platform plus size. I believe this is true because yeah, this is true. And then there is top. Top is minus, yes, and okay, that should work. Okay, we get the edges of, like we have a vision radius for player, and we're considering this vision to be a square of the side equal to vision radius, vision r. And then we calculate the exact position of this square, basically the position of the corners, and then we consider the platform corners, and then we find the closest ones that should, like closest ones to the player center. This way we only get the ones, get the corners of the platforms or parts of the platform that are inside the FOV area. Is it necessary to have the memory allocation, or is that a preference? So in Zig you have to do it. So that's how it is done in Zig. You do the memory allocation by yourself, and you are in complete control of how it is done. And there are some tools that help you to find leaks, to find different things with this memory allocation. Okay, like to F. Left top. Okay, that should be okay now. Now we are only considering parts of the thing that we see in our FOV vision thing. And then here, also I'm doing it with the player position. This is wrong. It shouldn't be player position. It should be also FOV vision. So this is vision R. It's not twice. This is not twice. This is vision R. Yep. Okay, let's see if this is working. Build. Like you don't need them in C if you're doing something simple. So the allocators are just for example, if you're doing pointers, array lists, if you're doing like if you're doing a static array, you don't need them. If you need, so there's a scope of the code, so it's like there is a scope of the code. If you want to like set and keep the address of the of some variable and then pass it to other functions and stuff, you can also do that. Like there is referencing, I think that exists in C and that also exists in Zig. But then, for example, here, like the usage of array lists, like dynamic arrays, basically. If you want to do dynamic arrays, then this this array might need to you might need to increase the you might want to increase the size of this array by allocating memory to it. So there you use the allocator, for example. It's basically similar. I think that it's almost the same as like the conceptually is the same as how it is used in C. Like you do memory allocation there as well, and you do it here as well. But here it's a little bit, you know, it's been designed in such a way that it's easier to track memory leak and stuff, to handle it easier. Yeah. Okay, let's try this now. Okay. So this is a little bit weird. This should be exactly equal, these corners. And then, yeah, there's something happening. It's either with draw or... Hmm. So the location of the grid cells that I want to check, the minimum and the maximum is defined by the vision. Like we go to the left or to top with exactly the size of vision R, and then we go to bottom and to the right with exactly vision R. So that's okay, that's cool. This part is okay. The part that is problematic is this part, probably. This one is right and top, left and bottom. left, right, and bottom. So we say, okay, where is the player position? We add division R. And then, okay, this should be minimum. And this should be maximum. This should be minimum. This should be maximum. So let's try. Okay. So there is, if you consider the 200, I wish I could show you. I can do actually something like that. So how can we? I will need to change the draw function. How do we do it? And then we do this part. Okay, I need to copy this and then go to game. The place that we have drawing for all the platforms. Yeah, here. Okay. So the first thing is that we have to put it like this. Okay. Now that we have left, right, top, bottom, okay, we should be able to say that's X is left, and then Y is top, and then the size um, X is right minus left. Yeah, that's true. Y is bottom minus top. I believe this should be true. Okay, the compilation is gonna take a while. There is an error somewhere. Draw rectangle, expected 5 arguments. Oh yeah, this was would be this should work now. Okay, now we can see almost clearly. Like, as we move towards left, oh, okay, there is a problem here. How is this happening though? I don't understand how is this happening. So this corner is okay, this corner is okay, this corner is okay, this corner is okay. There's another platform here that is being considered, and it shouldn't be considered, I guess. To see the vision square, the FOV square, I will try to draw it. Okay, I can do it here. Draw rectangle V, and then here I will put v dot g dot player dot position minus v dot g dot player dot vision r. Okay, this position is a vector. This is not a vector. So I'm gonna do like this. X side is equal to this, position 0. That. And then okay. Another one. But x is equal to 2 times that y is also that. And the color, that color, I will put it equal to that red. Sorry. Should work. What's Raylib doing this? Raylib is a graphical library. How do I? So you can let me bring. There is a. I don't know if you know. Do you know the SDL2, SDL1 libraries? Have you heard of them? Ooh, that's bad. They are similar to the Raylib. So Raylib is easier version. Like it's a library that is very simple to use. Like it's extremely simple to just load a window and then to do the basic things. It's fast. I don't know if it's as fast as SDL, but it's really cool because you don't have to worry about the graphics library and how does the graphics library handle stuff for now. You can write the code and then do all those things later. Like if you want to port it to SDL and stuff, you can do it later because Raylib is very simple. Like you can just use it really easily. It's actually written in C, so if you're a C programmer, then it should be really easy to use Raylib. As Raylib doesn't have a lot of stuff that maybe some of the other libraries and engines have, so it's pretty basic for basic tasks. It's like, yeah, that's it. Okay, so I have my vision rectangle. This red one is a vision rectangle. It clearly shows how much I see, and you can see that these lines are there. These are rays, basically. I'm casting rays to corners of this thing, and then now I can see that this is okay for now. But then here there are two rays that are just go outside of this box for some reason. This is a bug, and I need to fix this before moving to the next step because it's going to be much more complicated. I shouldn't have this thing. So to do that, here, let me see. I assume the problem is from get corners because, yeah, let's first check get corners. So here I'm getting the corners. Is it possible that I'm getting corners that are, ooh, yeah, that's possible. So here we must make sure that left is left of right and top is top of bottom. Otherwise, we should return something empty. To do that, we do if left is less than right and top is less than bottom, then this is okay, and you can append all of this. Otherwise, we just return an empty array list, empty array. I believe this was the issue. Okay, yeah, we can see that there is no problem like that anymore. And now we have the other platform, but then there is another problem here. So when I go here, why is it that these things are not drawn? Like this one, this one, this one. Like this one is considered, but this one is not considered for some reason. How is that possible? Wow, how is this possible even? Okay, that's that. And then there is another one that says they okay here in Vision. So why is so the only reason that that rectangle is not in sorry you use a formatter, there is a Zig. So Zig by itself has a Zig formatter called Zig FMT, and then there are, so I'm using the extension of Zig in Z. So in the extensions here, there is a Zig, there is an extension for Zig programming language. I guess in there somehow there is a line that that introduces the like the formatter that's like specifically introduces formatter as a Zig FMT command. But generally, Zig FMT formats your files. Yeah, it's included in the when you install Zig. This thing is there. The LSP is different though. LSP is a ZLS. You have to install that separately. But for Zig, Zig itself has a formatter called Zig FMT. And what I'm using the extensions, and I'm assuming the extensions use these things to do the formatting. So I have left top, right top. How do I get these things? I do have. I need a maximum of this. Oh, by the way, I need to put a 0 here, just in case. In top also, because I don't want to pass the thing. And then here I should put the screen width and height. I2F, yeah, T dot to F32 G dot screen width, and then in the minimum here, screen height. Okay. I should do the same for here. Okay. In Vision, you have left top, right top, left bottom, right bottom, and then if you don't care about these things, how is it possible? Corners are like this. I really don't understand what's happening there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna print here. Oh, I didn't set up print here. Exactly. Here is get coordinates function. If statement. Yeah, exactly. I want to PID. Then I want to do that. Okay. Okay, this is okay, I guess. So there are two platforms, no, three platforms, I believe. If I go down, okay, this is so weird. Why is this happening, by the way? But this part is a drawing part, so in the drawing part I didn't fix I see what's happening here. I also need to do, yeah, okay, I also need to do if left, do that, yes, exactly. And then okay, now it doesn't happen anymore. So that was platform 2. But then let's see. Okay, here. Oh, okay. So here there's something weird happening. Let's see. So for platform 0 it goes in, for platform 1 it goes in. And then here it doesn't go to platform 1 for some reason. It just platform 1 is, so we don't see the index here, platform ID. It is skipped. So how do we how do we choose the platform? So it's not, this function is clearly not being called. Get corners. How could that happen? It could be this one, right? I am going to put this here. I can put it at the end. And then here I will copy, paste it somewhere around here. Also after this. This is update vision function. Okay, let's first do this. Import platform this. After vision step ID checking. Okay. Okay, let's see what's happening here. I mean, no, platform 1 is not considered at all. Like, it's not there even. Like, okay, how is that possible? Player position, the maximum is player position plus g.player.vision radius. I get the minimum index, I get the maximum index divided by a grid size vector. I go through all the possible grid cells, and then I go for each grid, I go through all the PIDs. So there should be PID 1 at some point, no? Vision step ID, what's the name? Okay, 764, 62, 60. No, this is not being called. Like, but that's so weird. I mean, that means the PIDs don't have, like in this grid cell, we don't, in the PIDs, we don't have this platform. That means I've made a mistake in, like, when I am putting all the platforms. Oh, this is in the maps thing. Where is the map? It's in the types. World map. I initialize the PIDs. I do add the platforms. And I go through all the platforms, PID. Okay, I get the positions. I do divide them into, oh, grid size is F32, right? Is it possible? And the player is it's at the bottom of the platform. But even if it's not in the PIDs, it should be, like, because we are considering the vision, so it should be in the grid cell that's a grid cell that we are still considering. So I don't understand how is this possible that this thing. Yeah, I don't understand what's happening. So I will have to give myself some time and figure out what's this bug. Thank you all for watching. I will come back tomorrow morning, hopefully. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to support our channel. And if you want to have some chat with other people, like when there is no videos or online, like streaming, you can also join the Discord channel. There are some people there, and yeah, take care. See you tomorrow. Have a good day or night.